in 2015, the London Marathon belongs to Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya. He is the champion. Wilson Kipsang takes second place.
How are you feeling today?
Absolutely fantastic. It's been a great victory. 1, 2, 3. Pity we couldn't win the women's race next year. I'm sure we'll do it again.
And we're here trying to tell people as well, as much as our athletes are brand ambassador, we want to brand Kenya and say Kenya is a place for tourism. So what would you like to say about Kenya?
I mean, Kenya is a fantastic country. Probably the best tourist destination you can ever find anywhere. It's got everything for you. You know, you want to go on safari, you want to spend a chilled out evening on the beach. It's fantastic beaches, welcoming people. The culture is great, the food is great, the people are fun to be with. I mean, it's pretty difficult to find a country like Kenya that has everything you can wish for.
Bongo Venus, zunguka zunguzuka neni.
I mean, we are here at the cheering squad for Kenya and we are enjoying. Kenya has won 1, 2, 3, so it's a big day for us. But to talk to you here, I'm talking, what do you know about Kenya and what do you like about Kenya?
Well, I know it's one of the most progressive and best countries in Central Africa. I have a little bit of a connection with it because I'm with the University of Notre Dame in America. And we have a program where we actually send some students to Kenya to work on projects. And we also have another program where we bring Kenyan students who are in business school to our business school for 2 weeks for a special program that we do for them.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, looking at where Kenya is at the moment and for what you'd like to do with the university, what would you like the Kenyan government to do to support people like you?
Well, I think to support people like us, I think essentially to keep an atmosphere of peace, to make it a place where it's easy to go, a place that's very accessible for us, and I think we would just continue because we really feel it's very important for our students to get exposure to Africa. Africa is going to be the next great place in the world, and I think it's very important for our students to be able to go. And Kenya is one of the places that we're very interested in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Branding is amazing. So tell us, how do you feel today?
We feel really good that, our Kenyan men won, and our girl was second as well. So we are happy. We're happy for that.
Well, today we are promoting Kenya tourism and we are saying, yes, Kenya is safe for us to go. Do you think Kenya is safe? What would you tell your friends about visiting Kenya? Why do you love Kenya?
Well, I love Kenya because it's our country and I feel that it's safe. So I don't think people should actually be scared to travel to Kenya. I'm sure it's still safe, 100%, yeah.
Thank you very much. What did you like about Kenya?
The people, the country, very open, very warm-hearted, very friendly, very welcoming.
Have you ever been to any safari?
Yes.
So which was your favorite place to visit in Kenya?
I did so many times. This year we've been in Nanyuki. It's like we came back 2 months ago. And it's just a lovely country wherever you go.
Mama, Mama Kenya, Mama. Hey, hey. Usinitenge, unitenge, Mama.
Amazing. Today we are talking about why I love Kenya. So tell us, why do you love Kenya?
I think firstly, Kenya is home. Kenya is what I've known since I've been born and brought up. This is just a transit destination for us, but Kenya is always going to be home. So love for Kenya is going to be from the start until the end.
Fantastic. But today you were amazing at the cheering squad. You had so much energy. Why did you decide to do all this?
Well, because it's the love for Kenya. That's where we're born, brought up. You know, people are so humble. We're here to support our fellow Kenyans and also to support the tourism in Kenya. And I hope everyone listens to this because you must visit Kenya. We are proud to be Kenya, and honestly, Kenya has done us proud.
Fantastic. So you said about tourism in Kenya. What can people do when they go to Kenya as part of their tour or safari?
Well, they can go and visit Masai Mara. We have beautiful coastal areas in Mombasa and Malindi. But even in Nairobi, it's just good to see how well the Kenyan economy has grown. You know, we've done really well. We're actually one of the highest growing economies in Africa. So you must visit Kenya, you know. I mean, obviously, there is terrorism that happens all over the world, but nobody should be afraid of that, you know. It happens everywhere. It happens here in London, you know, so we're just here to support Kenya.
Yes, it's such a beautiful country, but we are also here promoting Kenya. So tell us, what do you know about Kenya?
About Kenya?
Yes.
Oh, I've been once in Mombasa for a conference about airport safety, but it was only one time. But what I know, of course, about your country is you're the winners all the time. With the Ethiopian and Kenya, you are all the way the winners
of the marathon.
Yes. And I congratulate you.
Thank you.
And your peoples. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
In terms of Kenya, as opposed to any other African country, I wouldn't be able to say I know anything that would set coffee. Lots of coffee.
Despite everything, we have wildlife, the weather is beautiful, the food, the people, they're very friendly and good place to be. That's why we always spend our holidays.
It's such a pleasure to see you here today. The cheering squad for Kenya was amazing, and I know you were such a big supporter and you were such a big volunteer for today's success. So tell us, why did you decide to volunteer as a Face of Kenya cheerleader?
Janet, I want to be a good ambassador for Kenya. I love my country. First of all, can I start by congratulating you for all the efforts that you put into all this. I mean, it goes unrecognized, but you do so much for the Kenyan community. You're one of my inspirations into doing this, and you know that. Whenever you call upon the cheering squad, I'm always there because I see the energy in you, and I'm out here because I love my country. I want people to come and cheer their athletes. I want people to come and know that Kenya is good, Kenya is beautiful. So as a face of Kenya, really, I want to promote Kenya, and that is why I'm here today.
Thank you. But we also want to tell the world that Kenya is beautiful. What about Kenya do you think people should make sure they experience?
Well, we as the Kenyans in the first place should be the first people to brand Kenya. So we really want to tell people that Kenya is safe. Kenya is such a beautiful place where you have all the nice foods, all the wild animals, anything you want. Actually, Kenya is heaven on earth.
But the flags, today everyone just wanted to have a Kenyan flag. You are giving out the flags. Tell us, what is the experience about giving out the flag?
One of the reasons why they all wanted to hold the flag is they saw our athletes, what our athletes were doing. And actually, when we gave the flags, it was all with a smile. And the wording, everybody, the children, we said, we want to spread the love from Kenya. And everybody wanted to take that, you know. And you look around, we had the biggest number of flags here, and everybody is waving all the Kenyan flags. One, they want to be associated with the success. We were success, you know, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and even our girls. So that's one thing that everybody wants to say, Kenya.
Mama, mama Kenya, mama. Hey, hey. Unijenge, mama.
Yes, we are proud to be Kenyans and tuko pamoja. Born Kenyans, we will die Kenyans. Yes. This is not football. This is not rugby. This is the marathon. The Kenyans rule the world's marathon, not only London. Worldwide. Kenya, this is who we are. Today, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Kenya.
The country, it's beautiful. But the people, because they made us welcome when we went.
Have you ever been to safari in Kenya? Don't
forget the food.
And I love your traditional Kenyan food. It's delicious. It's really, the Kenyan food is lovely too, because we loved it. But and safari, yes, we did go on safari. But most of all, the people really, because they were so friendly. They made us like part of their family.
Thank you very much, Kenyans and friends of Kenya, for coming out in large numbers in spite of the cold to cheer up our dedicated team of athletes that have made us proud by winning silver in the girls' competition and gold, silver, bronze, and others in the male marathon. Thank you very much, and God bless Kenya.
I mean, like, you know, it's good to ask people what do you love about Kenya?
So the important thing about Kenya is it's a hub for a lot of the charity workers in the whole of East Africa. So a lot of people come through Kenya, don't they, to go to South Sudan, Uganda, or wherever. So it's a really good centre in Nairobi.
Kenya is a place to be. Being Kenyan, I would say it is a haven of peace, you know, regardless of what makes news on a daily basis. But I would say Kenya is a place to be in terms of economics, in terms of tourism, in terms of the weather, in terms of people. It's a beautiful place, and you know, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. Well, it's been some of the World Cross Country Championships where it's just lots of quicker and wild, and then it makes you look back.
Your friends out there to actually visit Kenya.
Yeah.
What are you telling people Kenya has? What is it about Kenya that impresses you?
Kenya is beautiful. Kenya is brilliant. The tourism is fantastic. There's not a lot of international tourism, but the local tourism is booming. It's growing. The hotels are fantastic. I recently went to Kenya 2 months ago, and I stayed in Shapai. Beautiful. I've been to many hotels in Europe, but that hotel is the top of my list.
Why do I love Kenya? Because it's one of the best countries in the world. It has the most beautiful climate. It has lovely, lovely people. And I've lived there twice in my life, and I go back 3 or 4 times a year.
Wow, fantastic. So what would you like to tell somebody who is having reservation about going to Kenya?
I can understand why people may have reservations about going anywhere in the world, but all I can say is that I go back there and feel perfectly safe and very, very happy when I visit.
Thank you very much. So you hear, yes, anybody can visit Kenya any other time. So thank you very much. It's good to see you here with all the Kenyan colors out. I love the branding. So tell us, why do you love Kenya?
Kenya is my home, has always been my home, and it always will be my home. This is Kenyan. Look around, look at the crowd, look at the support. It's absolutely unique.
Martha, jambo, habari yako? Hey,
That's
Kenya!
my sister.
Kweli, kweli.
Very, very good to see you here today. And
Very
we
good
are
to see you.
promoting Kenya tourism. So why do you love Kenya?
Why do I love Kenya? Because that's my childhood. All my childhood was spent on Lake Naivasha. And so I know Kenya very well, and probably it will be my final destination. As a matter of fact, Kenya is an amazing country. It's a beautiful place. It's worth seeing. As far as safety is concerned, there has been a lot done as far as safety, but on the other hand, I do understand if people are a bit like shaky on the fact of traveling there, but please go, you'll experience something amazing. Kenya has the vibes of Mother Earth, so do go to Kenya.
And if
Yes.
you go for safari, what areas do you think would interest people?
Well, as a matter of fact, I would say Tsavo, Masai Mara, Serengeti, and the coastline is amazing. We normally go to South Coast, Diani Beach, or Watamu as well. Both the inland and the coastal line is worth seeing. So parks and coastline.
So thank you for putting your word in there. Thank you for having you here. Jambo.
Kwaheri na asante sana. Hakuna matata Kenya, mambo poa.
Good to see you. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah. Wow. 50th marathon.
Mombasa boy.
Mombasa boy.
Hey, Mombasa boy. Hey.
I'm very excited. What was the experience like today on the marathon?
Oh, weather was superb. There was a slight change in course in Canary Wharf area, but 36,000 runners, support along the way, music. You can't beat London. The best in the world.
Fantastic. Now here we are promoting Kenya. We are trying to say Kenya is the best place to visit. Yeah. Promoting tourism. So tell us, what do you love about Kenya?
Look, I was born in the best place in the world, Mombasa. You cannot beat it, right? It's the best beaches in the world. Safari parks, superb. Which safari park in the world can beat Masai Mara? Tell me. It is superb. And if you want to go off-road, Samburu. Yeah? And then up north, Lake Turkana. What more do you want? You know, Kenya is 3 holidays in one.
I like the area, mostly because it's very nice and tropic. The beaches are beautiful and the athletes are so well trained. They're beautiful.
Like it because you say Kenya is safe, and it is indeed safe. And these athletes who have just won here were training there to say that is a testament that it is safe and it is okay. Nyumbani kuko sawa, kuko poa.
Hakuna matata Kenya, mambo poa.
Wa Kenya hoi. Let me see those flags. Tumekuja kuhakikishia kwamba nyumbani iko salama. Despite all sometimes the negative publicity that we get, I can assure you that Kenya is still safe. And I want also to say there are few challenges here and there, but I can assure you that the government is working very, very hard, that despite those challenges, we are going to overcome them. And I can assure you that with God, and we know that God is on our side, we are going to surmount all those challenges and Kenya will be a better place to live.